By MANDEL NGAN, AFP, Getty Images. On Monday, the Dow Jones Industrial Average plunged more than 600 points, the NASDAQ fell 2.78%, and the S. Here are some of the reasons why: signs of weak demand for the iPhone, which led to a broad sell-off of tech companies; concerns Theresa May's Brexit deal is in shambles; the pummeling of Goldman Sachs on account of its little Malaysian sovereign wealth fund scandal; anxiety about global trade; and the fear that Donald Trump will go full crazy and slap tariffs on foreign cars. One thing that had absolutely no impact on the market downturn? Worry about Democrats investigating Trump, or as the current President of the United States characterizes congressional oversight, harassing him. But that didn't stop him from claiming the two were totally connected. https://twitter.com/real_Donald Trump/status/10620056364881428848. While the newly blue House has vowed to hold the president accountable in a way that Republicans led by Speaker Paul Ryan would sooner die than even contemplate, promising such horrors as making sure Robert Mueller is allowed to do his job, investors say Trump's claims are characteristically Bull's tea. Donald Trump is getting anxious now, Daniel P. Weiner, chairman of Advisor Investments, told The Washington Post. He is getting nervous. And so he will lash out and grab onto any disruption in the economy, in the market, and in politics to try to deflect from the issues that are really critical to the country. Obviously, taking credit when the market is up and spreading the blame when it's down is nothing new for President Biden, who, in his first 2 years in office, has taken a victory lap virtually every time the Dow has had a positive session. In the run-up to the midterm elections, he began warning via tweet that if Democrats flipped the House, Americans could kiss their beautiful 401ks goodbye, and it would be only a matter of time before the U.S. economy resembled that of Venezuela. That fear-mongering didn't work out so well, but with the prospect of, among other things, his tax returns going public, he's apparently decided that doubling down is the best way to go. It's also another way to lay the groundwork to blame Democrats when the next recession hits. As for presidential harassment, Trump seemingly got the concept in his head after reading a week-old quote from Mitch McConnell, who offered Democrats the historical data point threat that going after Bill Clinton in the 90s actually helped the president and hurt Republicans, just in case anyone was getting any ideas about probing Trump. Incidentally, Post reporter Dave Weigel points out that the Dow rose 20% between the first vote to impeach Clinton and his Senate acquittal. https://twitter.com/rapusa/status/106474610752922161. If you would like to receive the Levin Report in your inbox daily, click here to subscribe. Report: Trump might actually be crazy enough to impose tariffs on foreign cars because his trade wars have been going so well so far. The White House is circulating a draft report by the U.S. Commerce Department over whether to impose tariffs on automobile imports to protect national security, 3 people familiar with the matter said. At public hearings in July, companies and governments from Europe to Asia warned that duties on car imports would hurt the U.S. economy, disrupt the global automotive industry, and widen the rift between America and its closest allies. In May, Cody Lusk, president of the American International Automobile Dealers Association, told Bloomberg, to treat auto imports like a national security threat would be a self-inflicted economic disaster for American consumers, dealers, and dealership employees. John Buzella, chief executive of Global Automakers, told NBC News, "This is a bad day for American consumers. No one is asking for this protection," and Chad Bone, a senior fellow at the Peterson Institute for International Economics, said the whole thing appeared to be less about national security and more about a tariffs junkie getting his next hit. After the steel and aluminum high, President Trump has now become addicted to tariffs, Bone told the New York Times. He is now clearly abusing this national security law simply to get his tariff fix. And this law is the easiest access he has found. Almost all of Wall Street will be pretty pleased with its bonuses this year, but better luck next time. Mergers and acquisitions bankers, for a second straight year. Much of the industry will get moderately higher incentive payouts in coming months, according to a closely watched annual report released Monday by compensation consultant Johnson Associates Inc. Its projections for raises of as much as 20% show jittery markets can be hard on people who help companies execute takeovers, but not so much for stock traders and investors making long-term bets. According to the report, equity sales and trading professionals can expect a 15 to 20% increase to their bonuses, with private equity, investment banking, underwriting, corporate management, and hedge funds all seeing a not terribly shabby 5 to 10% bump. Those in investment banking advisory, on the other hand, will be lucky if their bonuses are unchanged, with a potential for a 5% drop, over which tears are presumably already being shed. Elsewhere, Wall Street's $45 trillion China dream inches toward reality. Bloomberg, SoftBank's son is raising $21 billion in IPO to fund tech deals. Bloomberg, cornering your boss, snapping pictures at your desk. It's take your parents to work day. WSJ, the cannabis trade is a perfect trade. Reuters, Venezuelan inflation approaches 150,000% as Maduro's efforts to curb huge price increases fail. CNBC, the EPA can't wait to reopen the mine that poisoned North Idaho. Bloomberg, cutting back on Facebook or Snapchat will make you less depressed. Study says. CNBC, Nevada city cooks up 5,039-pound serving of nachos. UPI.